Hello everyone. I want to do a review on the C-Pen. It's a device that I borrowed from our local Brampton library, and I needed it to take a test, and there are better versions of this C-Pen for taking reading tests that are actually meant for it, because this one stores data, so I had to clear the data for taking the test in front of them and then re-clear after the test was over so they would know that I'm not storing the data. So to have a scribe sometimes for taking a test, you would need 4 to 6 weeks for that scribe to have approval. And if you could get a device like this from your local library, that process could be much, much faster. So I'm reviewing it from that perspective. So they're for reading questions, but I'll just show you from a book to give an example. So you see, like this G, it can't read. So if you skip that word, because that G's too big, scan, and now it has that sentence.
Colt's foot at the edge of the forest.
So it reads all right. The voice itself is a bit annoying and sounds like a computer, but you can work through it. If you scan too fast, it will sometimes jumble the words. It doesn't recognize all characters. And this is not just meant for a person that has reading disabilities like dyslexia. It's also meant for translation. I do not know how accurate the translation is since I do not speak in their language. And I would probably rate this device 7-ish out of 10 because it works. It worked good enough for me, but it could still use a lot of improvement. And this is one of the cheaper, older devices. There's now a second generation out that they have for doing tests that doesn't store the data. So that one might be better, but that's $400. So this one, if you would want to purchase it for yourself, would probably be around $200. So it's in my opinion worth the investment if you do have a reading disability, or if you do not speak fluent English, maybe you can see how good the translation is if you want to give that a shot. It does have a headphone jack, so you can use it on headphones. Some testing environments will not allow that though. That's why it has the speaker. And also there's the USB port, so it can charge while it's reading to you. So that's pretty good. It can store other stuff like music and stuff. So I'm going to just show you the random menus for a second. So if I go to menu,
Volume 10.
so here you can change the volume, your speed and stuff. And then here you see I could save something to the library. So I'm going to say
Volume 10. Text language.
here you have text language, so you could change it to multiple languages.
English American.
Mm-hmm.
Text language.
Okay,
Reader. Press OK to select.
so you
For
have
other options,
reader, dictionary, which reads you a
press
single
OK
word.
to select, or left or right for more options.
So dictionary will read you a single word, and then it'll look up that definition in the dictionary. Recorder,
Press OK to select, or left or right for more options.
so this is for voice recordings.
Library. Press OK to select, or left or right for more options.
Library is for your saved data.
Practice. Press OK to select, or left or right for more options. Library. Press OK to select, or left or right for more options. My text files.
So if you would
Press
want
OK
to,
select, or down for other options.
so if you want to clear the device, you would go into here, and then you would click on My Text Files,
New. Press OK to select, or
and
down
then
for other options.
and then you would have to whatever you have stored in here, and then you would delete it. So, yeah, if you need to clear it.
My library. Press OK to select.
So it's a very interesting device. And I would definitely say that it's worth it if you are in need of it. And there are other versions of this one. It's just that I'm not this one's actually made by a company that's meant for a school environment. So I would trust this company more than other companies that came up with some of these devices. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the C Pen. And just as review of before, I said I gave it a 7 out of 10. And there's lots of room that needs for improvement, but it's good enough that you could use it if you didn't have time to get a scribe or a translator maybe, but you have to test it and see that for yourself. So pick up at your local library if you get a chance, if you want to try this out. Have a good day, everyone.